Alright, so as we all know, Fortnite Chapter 2 is coming back this November, and it's been confirmed that we're going back to the first 3 seasons. Which sounds great on paper, but the more you think about it, the problems start to unfold. Like, how are we even going to get there? Last year's OG season, we used Kato Thorne's time machine. It got sent back to the Chapter 1 map. So, how will it even work this time? We're in a Marvel season, and there's been no mention of time travel. Now, my best guess is Doctor Doom, but why would he even bother at this point? You already just control the island. Plus, we can't just riff back to the Chapter 2 map, because last time we saw it, well, it f***ing exploded. But I digress. Even if they manage to tie it into the story, will it even keep the hype the whole month? I mean, last year's OG had 6 seasons, and this year's will only have 3. But here's the 3 seasons. So, Season 1 will last a week, and Season 2 will last 2 weeks, and Season 3 will last another week, and then we'll have the end event on November 30th, which will lead us into Chapter 6. Now, Season 1 wasn't really anything great. Obviously, new map, a few new guns, but the only good thing about it was Winterfest, but obviously they're not going to do it in this season. I guess there was also the lightsabers, but I doubt they'll bring that back, and the harpoon gun, which was mid at best. But Season 2, though. Peak. Hey, listen, I don't even gotta say a word, but it's my video, so I gotta. Season 2 is awesome. First drop of week 2, you already know. I'm landing agency, and half the lobby's gonna be landing there. So yeah, great season, and I'm excited to go back to it. Alright, lastly, Season 3. This has to be the most underrated Fortnite season of all time. This was the flood season. Now I'm scared about this, how Epic's gonna pull this off, because people complained about the water, and they're going to complain about the water, but it played really well because they had like all the whirlpools around it. It was really good for rotation, and even without the pump, this loot pool was fire. So these are our 3 seasons, which I'm personally fine with this, but I know a lot of people will be disappointed because some of the seasons people do want to see, like Season 4 and 7, just aren't there. Now, I get Season 4 because that whole season was just like a Marvel collab, and bringing it back for like a week is pointless. Plus, we're having a Marvel season right now. Now, to be fair, last year's OG had many things missing too, like the volcano and jungle from Season 8, and I literally don't think there was anything from Season 9, but I think Epic learned from that, and maybe they're only having 3 seasons to make it as accurate as possible this time around. But since they're ending Chapter 2 OG in Season 3, how exactly will it end? Season 3 didn't have a live event, and Season 2's device event wouldn't make sense in Season 3. Last year they recreated the Chapter 1 end event with a spin on it, but this time they can't do that because Chapter 2 end event is at the end of the chapter. The best route I think they could go for is an original event. Maybe they'll finally give Midas something to do, and I'm all here for that. They brought him back in Chapter 5, Season 2, but he was only there for like a week and then boom, gone just like that. Was never mentioned again. But overall, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. If this ends up another success like last year's OG season, I hope they don't try and do Chapter 3 for next year because that's not even close to OG. And you know, even if they do another season of OG, of like Chapter 1 or 2, I'd say that's still a bad idea because ending each chapter on a different map every year just gets old after a while, and I just want them to go back to their roots and just end it off here on a good note, you know? And besides, we got Reload now, so I think that should just be used for like all the OG nostalgic stuff going forward. I think there's a lot of potential for that. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, have a good day.